The unimportant notice of the hip flexors frequently sends fitness coaches into a hissy fit. Do whatever you can to dispense with them from the activity, they shout. What's more, for many individuals, this can be okay exhortation. Tight hip flexors can be a tremendous supporter of lower back torment. Tight hip flexors can cause what's designated front pelvic tilt. This is your hips tipping forward in light of the fact that your hip flexors are pulling them forward when the lower back and muscular strength aren't sufficiently able to restrict that draw. Presently, you'll see I featured tight in the sentences above. Solid hip flexors present no such issues, particularly when adjusted by solid abs and lower back muscles. It's just when those hip flexors are rarely extended and take care of, so they always draw forward on the hips, that they present an issue. Hip flexors are certainly not malicious. Truth be told, hip flexor quality is one of the best restricting variables with regards to running velocity. In case you're a competitor, or on the off chance that you train or mentor a competitor, tune in up. A steady center around doing practices that dispense with or limit the hip flexor association will hinder maximal running speed. I'll reveal to you why. In your mind, picture someone running. Notice what happens each time they present their leg. It would appear that the hip flexors may be associated with that, doesn't it? At the point when you fortify and train the hip flexors for dangerous power, you can essentially, and quickly, help running pace. Your body can present your legs quicker and you'll have the option to quicken quicker. Who do you believe is going to win the race? The individual with the quicker walk turnover or the individual with the more slow turnover, excepting their steps are equivalent long? Enormous duh. The absolute best exercise you can do to expand running rate rapidly in an individual isn't crouching or power cleans or anything like that. It's dangerous hip flexion. Presently, the facts demonstrate that these muscles are profoundly associated with the sit-up workout. Yet, I'm unquestionably not suggesting you do ballistic, hazardous sit-ups to work them. You'll be greatly improved off doing coordinate hip flexor work utilizing groups or links. Groups particularly are superb on the grounds that you can detonate emphatically against them without agonizing over decelerating the resistance. The extending of the band deals with that for you. So first, get yourself some preparation groups. In the event that you don't have them or can't get them, a low pulley link with a lower leg saddle will work fine and dandy. The least complex exercise you can do is to join a band to a strong item down close to the ground, or utilize the low pulley with the lower leg tackle. Circle the opposite end over your thigh. Clutch something strong at that point, explode facing the band. The activity itself appears as though you're attempting to knee someone in the gut as hard as possible. Basic as that. Do it against obstruction and do it dangerously. This will accomplish more to expand your running pace than squats ever will. To avert that fixing issue I referenced above, make certain to extend your hip flexors after each session and normally for the duration of the day in the event that you invest a great deal of energy in a situated position, which places your hip flexors in an abbreviated situation for a long time at once. To extend them, drop down on one knee like you're in a lurch position, then simply fit your chest area back. You'll feel an incredible stretch along the front of your thigh up through your hip flexor. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds at that point. Rehash on the other leg. End. Hip flexors are not detestable. They're critical, particularly on the off chance that you need to improve running or potentially leg speed. I state leg speed since it's significant in skating too, and I can't generally